In today's video, we're covering how much money you need to save by every age, and you can see how you compare. So we're gonna jump right into this. So what is the typical net worth in your 20s? So first of all, so that we're on the same page, your net worth is what you own minus what you owe. By the age of 25 to 29, the median net worth in the US is approximately $7,500. So people are in the early stages of their careers or they're pursuing higher education and their net worth is usually not substantial. As a matter of fact, it's common for young adults to have a relatively low or even negative net worth because of student loans or other financial obligations. However, I want to tell you this. It's so important that in your 20s, you build good habits. So I'm going to give you some tips. I hope that you practice these so that you can build a solid foundation. In your 20s, it is recommended that you save 10 to 15% of your pre-tax income. So this is not money just for your retirement. It could be for building an emergency fund, saving up for a down pay, building a stock portfolio outside of your retirement plan. But the most important thing is that you're not spending all of your money. And that is a major temptation for people in their 20s that are beginning to earn a decent amount of income. Now, I want to share this advice with you because this is something that I wish that I personally did earlier. It is to create a budget. So you have to do this. So I personally do this every month. I review it every month. And if you start doing this in your 20s, you're going to be at a huge advantage compared to your peers, I guarantee you. So budgeting helps you understand your income, what you have left over after taxes, your monthly passive income from dividends, interest, and investments. Budgeting also helps you understand your expenses, your spending habits, where you're overspending. So I'm telling you, budgeting will be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer for you. Now, I want to mention this one. It's flexibility and contributions. So I'm going to be realistic here. The goal is to save 10 to 15% of your pre-tax income at this age. However, I understand that this is not possible for everyone. So it's okay to start with a lower percentage and gradually increase it over time. But the key is to be consistent. Now, I have to say this one, even though you know this, I just want to reinforce this point that you have to avoid the temptation to overspend. I understand the temptation. It is human nature. I do not agree with having a stingy lifestyle, and I like nice things too. I get it. Personally, I believe it's okay to splurge on nice things or experiences from time to time, as long as it's not going to set you back in a major way. So here's how I see it. If you factor out of the ordinary one-time expenses, I believe that every month you should have more money coming in than going out. If you're spending more than you're bringing in and you're making up the difference with a credit card or borrowing, then you need to fix this. Now, this is why it's so important to review your budget on a monthly basis. Because if you have a month where you go over budget, that will serve as a red flag or a warning to fix the situation. Going over budget, I understand that it happens and we're not perfect, but don't let overspending become a bad habit. Okay, moving on. This one is so important. It's paying off your high interest debts, especially your credit cards. So please make this a priority. You should not be investing in the stock market or you should not be doing anything fancy with your money if you have high interest debt. You would be better off just paying down your credit card balance. So if your employer offers a retirement plan at work, such as a 401k or 403b, please take advantage of matching contributions. So for example, some employers will offer for every dollar that you put into your retirement accounts, they're going to throw in an extra 50 cents into your account. So if you put $1,000 into your retirement accounts, your employer will throw in an extra $500 on top, and that is free money. So please take advantage of this. Utilize a Roth IRA. So this is a retirement plan that you set up outside of your work. So you can have a Roth IRA in addition to a 401k or 403b at your workplace. A Roth IRA is great because all of the money in that account will be tax-free when you take it out at retirement. Before we proceed to the 30s, this is important for you to understand. the numbers that I'm providing you with, these are based on median household figures. Some households consist of one adult or two adults, but regardless of what report that you're looking at, whether it's from the Federal Reserve or consumer finance surveys, they're based on households rather than individuals. So keep that in mind. Now let's take a look at people in their 30s. The median net worth of people 30 to 34 years old is $36,000. Between 35 to 39 years old is $56,000. In your 30s, if you've saved 1 to 2 times your annual salary for retirement, then you are on track. For example, if your salary is $50,000 a year and you've saved $50,000 to $100,000 for retirement, then you are doing good. So that is a standard benchmark. Now, in your 30s, you still have several decades until the traditional retirement age. Therefore, you have to take a long-term mentality when it comes to investing. So you should consider investing in low-cost index funds or other investments that offer growth potential over the long run. So this is to take advantage of long-term compounding. In your 30s, another thing that you should be doing is diversifying your investments. You need to diversify to manage your risk. Avoid putting all your eggs in one basket and diversify your investments across different asset classes, sectors, and even geographies. And you have to pay attention to investment fees. So when you're selecting your investments, please be mindful of the fees associated with your retirement accounts and your investments, because high fees will eat into your returns over time. And for the average person, the fees can easily add up to be over $100,000 in your working career. So choose low-cost investment options and regularly review and assess the fees that you are paying. So I am not exaggerating. People hear this and they think that this is an exaggeration, but it's not. So I actually look at the statements for my clients, and the fees, they can be thousands of dollars each year, and they don't even know that they're paying that. And a lot of times there are much lower cost alternatives that are producing the same results. Now, this one's going to be applicable to all age groups, but especially in your 30s, avoid borrowing from your retirement accounts. I know that it can be tempting to borrow from your retirement account for an immediate need, but that is going to reduce your long-term savings. That's why it's recommended that you have a separate emergency fund for unexpected expenses. And in your 30s, you need to continuously educate yourself about investing. So at this point in your financial life, you want to educate yourself about investing to optimize your returns. So you should continue learning to become a better investor. And here's my last one for people in their 30s. You should be saving a higher percentage of your income compared to your 20s. It is recommended that you save at least 15 to 20% of your pre-tax income. This includes contributions to your retirement plans, such as your 401k or IRA. Now, moving on to your 40s, the median net worth by age 40 to 44 is $127,000. For people ages 45 to 49, it's $165,000. So you are approximately halfway through your working life with 2 more decades to go until traditional retirement age. So let's review some general guidelines for your 40s. By the age of 40, you should have saved 2 to 3 times your income by age 40, 3 to 4 times your income by age 45. So this is under the assumption that you want to maintain a similar quality of lifestyle during retirement. However, the actual dollar amount that you may need for retirement, it can vary greatly depending on many factors, such as your location, your healthcare needs, or other individual circumstances. To ensure that you're on track to meet your retirement goals, it is recommended to continue saving at least 15 to 20% of your pre-tax income during your 40s. By saving at least 15 to 20% of your income, you can accumulate a substantial amount for retirement. And in your 40s, you still have plenty of time for the power of compounding to help you. In your 40s, you want to maximize your contributions to tax-advantaged retirement accounts such as 401ks and IRAs. The tax-deferred growth and favorable tax treatment will significantly enhance your savings and compound with time. So contribute as much as possible up to the annual contribution limits set by the IRS to take full advantage of the tax benefits and investment growth. Now moving on to your 50s. The median net worth by age 50 to 54 is $171,000. By 55 to 59, it's 194,000. As you enter your 50s, retirement is no longer an abstract concept. It's a stage in your life that's not too far away. However, you still have time to adjust to meaningfully improve your situation. And I want you to keep in mind that retirement planning is not a one-time event, but rather an ongoing process that requires adjustments over time. Therefore, you have to regularly review and update your retirement plan to ensure that it aligns with your changing financial situation and goals. So this may involve reassessing your financial goals, evaluating your retirement expenses, and determining whether your current savings rates is adequate for the lifestyle that you want in retirement. So that's why I want to say this. Regardless of whether you plan on retiring early or in your mid-60s or not at all, it's prudent to be prepared for multiple scenarios because you never know what could happen. If you're unsure about whether you're on target for a financially secure retirement, you can measure your progress against common benchmarks. So it is recommended that you accumulate 5 to 6 times your annual salary by age 50 and 7 times your salary by age 55. The ultimate objective is to accumulate 10 to 11 times your salary by your mid-60s. However, if you're falling short of these benchmarks, I would say do not feel discouraged. Many people do not achieve this level of savings in their lifetime, let alone by their 50s. So everyone's financial journey is unique. I would say try your best, continue to see how you can improve, and formulate a strategy to keep you on track. So here's some tips for you. So in your 50s, continue taking advantage of any employer-provided retirement plans that offer a match. So individuals 50 or older can make catch-up contributions to retirement plans, and this allows you to accelerate your savings. So according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, in your 50s, you are in your peak years of earnings. So I'm telling you, do not be afraid to request a raise or a higher raise when you have that discussion. And you've been through this so many times, by now, and you know that it's better to just go for it instead of being so agreeable when this discussion comes up. Now, if you are ready for more responsibility and more compensation, you need to communicate that you are ready for a promotion. You most likely have a great deal of experience and knowledge, so do not underestimate yourself. Additionally, this is something that's working in your favor. There is a structural labor shortage right now, and it's expected to continue for many years to come, so you are more valuable than you think. Or you can always pursue new opportunities, but make sure that if you're going to go down this path, that you secure a job first if you decide to quit. Before I move on to your 60s, I want to give you some reasons why people fail to build wealth. So many people do not have a solid understanding of financial concepts such as budgeting or investing or saving. And this could lead to poor financial decisions and an inability to effectively build wealth for retirement. So procrastination and delaying your savings for retirement, that can have a significant impact on wealth accumulation. If you keep pushing it off or you're inconsistent, it's going to be very challenging to accumulate enough wealth for a good retirement. Now, high levels of bad debt, such as credit card debt, can limit your ability to save and invest for retirement. Additionally, bad spending habits or living beyond your means can continuously set you back. And then you have unexpected life events. This could be medical emergencies, job loss, divorce. These things can significantly impact your ability to save for retirement. In many of these cases, you can't do anything about it, but just be prepared for the unprepared. Now, inflation and economic factors, such as stagnant wages and a higher cost of living, can erode your purchasing power, your savings, your investments over time. So overall, a combination of factors can contribute to why people fail to build sufficient wealth for retirement. And I do not want to see this happen to you. So I really hope that you subscribe to my channel because I'm just trying to help you out. I know that behind every view, there is a real person watching. I just hope that I'm making a positive impact on your financial life, and I want to see you succeed. Now, moving on to your 60s. For people ages 60 to 64, the median net worth is $229,000. For ages 65 to 69, it's $272,000. In your 60s, you may be wondering if you saved enough to cover your lifestyle. It is recommended that you accumulate approximately 10 times your current salary for retirement. But I want you to remember that all the earnings or profits that you accumulate within a Roth IRA or Roth 401k can be withdrawn completely tax-free and without any penalty after reaching the age of 59 and a half. And now you have Social Security income to consider. So you can choose to claim your Social Security benefits earlier, but by doing so, that's going to result in a reduction in the amounts that you receive. If you wait until your full retirement age, which depends on your birth date, you will receive 100% of your benefits. However, if it makes financial sense for you to delay your claims even further, you can maximize your Social Security benefits. Now, I hope that was helpful. I hope that gives you perspective on the situation. And if you want exclusive investing content, please check out our website. It's clearvalueinvesting.com. I'm going to leave a link down below. Especially if you're a stock market investor, please check out the website. I think it'll be very helpful for you. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, and I wish you a very nice day. Take care.